What is up, game changers and soul warriors? Welcome to today's video. My name is Juniper Bloom Mystique. For those who do not know me, I am an ascension master, master healer, and divine guide. As crazy as it sounds, I am the one who brought about the ascension, okay? And that is being proven and proven and proven for you all on my channel if you just take the time to look. What does that mean? I have cleared out Mount Shasta. We rose Atlantis. We're activating pyramids. I cleared Jesus's soul. And now my masculine and I have done resurrection of Christ, and we are activating the masculine pyramids and bringing optimum balance to the collective whole. Okay, now in doing that, I've also took us to 7D. Okay, and what does that mean? 5D was the original goal for the ascension. Okay, it's a higher vibration. It allows us to stay in a safer state where beings cannot muck up our flow anymore. Because what truly happened to Jesus, what truly happened to the world, people don't even really know, right? They lie to you and lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. And that is what they've been feeding you for years and years and years. Now keep in mind, everything that I've said I've done has been witnessed, recorded, and part of my own awakening, and all playing out on this particular channel. So I encourage you to hit that like button, stay around, subscribe, share it out so people can awaken, because being the one who brought it about, I want to bring everybody through the portals of time. Okay, this one up here represents 7D portal. All right, that painting was a gift for me to give to somebody else eventually, for that it calls to, because it will take you into 7D. It will cause you to heal into 7D. Now, with that being said, there's a couple things going on right now. Okay, Spirit wants me to talk about the DNA coming in. So there is a major influx of DNA activations and of light codes. Okay, these are very important ones for the ascension. They are not quite the ones where we aligned the planets in 7D, because I did that recently with my DM. Those aren't available to you guys yet, but if you would like them, you can purchase them ahead of the collective soul. Okay, but mostly there's a huge wave of DNA activations coming in for the collective soul. Okay, these are important ones. They're light codes, like I said, and they're in waves. How do you receive those? Okay, we're going to talk about that. They will help you detox. They help you heal the mind. Okay, and then they also want me to talk about what it means to be crystalline. Okay, because when I do the healings, a lot of the people who do the healings with me have gotten to the point to where their chakras become crystalline, or they're Merkaba, or they have new chakras too, because that's what we also did for 7D. Okay, what this means is, okay, DNA activations weren't just here. I actually had to bring them down. That's what I've been doing over the whole entire time. Each time I do layers, clearing Mount Shasta, I sat on Saturn to raise Atlantis. All of it is there. I didn't do this painting, by the way. Somebody else did it for me before I did it all, which was pretty cool. But I brought it all down into the earth. It's in the new pyramid crystalline grid. Okay, which, by the way, if you look at the volcano activations, they go with the pyramids we've activated. It's not a joke. Check out my latest activation pyramids workshop, and I even tell you Bill Gates is the one who owns the V. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time, and now they are proving that he even owns Wuhan Lab. Okay, so I've already said that, and now it's starting to rise in the collective whole. So that's another thing that I've been proven. I talked about the submersible, and exactly what I said is what's happening. So Spirit is really trying to show you guys that I know what I'm talking about, and to prove to you who I am. Okay, because each time we get the validations, it's something we can't deny, right? And all it requires is people paying attention. And that's kind of the same thing for how to receive DNA. Okay, if you've been paying attention, if you are able to feel into your body, you've been healing. Right? We've been forced to heal. Now, I've also talked about the shadow. It is very important to heal your shadow. Now, that's why I did a course on it. I can actually heal your entire shadow, because when you go to other healers, they do it in layers. And so I did one where it completely removes the collective and the individual shadow, because I removed it from your planet. That is a key for ascension. I've talked about this several times over. If you want that course, will be linked below this video, because it's a necessity. unless you can do it on your own, okay? And all power to you. If you can, let's just do it, because in order to get this DNA activations, you have to be at a certain state of karma cleanse and shadow healing, okay? Does it mean you have to be perfect and everywhere you need to be? No, right? None of us are. It takes a long time to get there at times. But you have to be actively in that journey, and you have to be readily available to receive these DNA light codes. The people who do the work with me are already way ahead of the game. They've already received these ones. The ones that did all the pyramid activations and all the recent healings and things, they're way ahead. Okay, that's why those individuals kind of sit outside of the collective soul. Detoxing, okay? If you have medications in your system, you're not going to be able to receive these ones. I can't even smoke pot, you guys, and receive these ones. Like, it's, even if you do that, you need to detox your system. Okay? Why? Because Christ light doesn't work through that stuff very well. Okay? In order to heal, our body needs to be able to feel. We have to be able to feel it, to see it, to purge it, to release it. Okay? And we're so prone and so conditioned to block everything, numb everything, take medications, do this, do that, do the other. Okay? And so it's very, very important. These are major awakening waves. So even if you're not able to take on the DNA that's coming through right now, it's going to cause sudden awakening, sudden shifts, and it can cause painful symptoms if you need to detox. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're not detoxed enough, these are going to cause painful symptoms for you. You could feel body aches, headaches, toothaches, your feet can hurt, like your joints will hurt. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your chakras can feel wonky. And here's the thing Spirit wants me to tell you, is if you are not prepared to receive these waves, it can knock your chakras out of alignment. Why would it do that? Because they're very powerful Christ light 7D DNA activations, okay? Some people can only receive 5D, and that is where it will take you to if you're available, okay? If you're not available to receive that, then you've got to be receiving 4D and so on and so on, okay? These are just vibrations. We're getting out of that veil of falsehood, out of the veil of bull crap, okay? This is a huge wave of destruction for repair, because that's who I am. That's why when we did Ecuador, they told you one of my past lives was I was Sekhmet. If you literally watch the video, I'll tell you the title on my channel. It was Warning Activating Masculine Pyramids Part 1 Ecuador Workshop Around the World. Okay, in that one, I did that one on 5/13/23. It is on my channel. Okay, they tell me a past life of mine I was Sekhmet. That's when I learned that. That was just in May. Okay, because even I have to learn everything in waves, just like all of you. Everything has to come in waves. Healing has to come in waves. And I've had several people do readings on me and tell me, well, at least one in particular, that I am here to bring mass destruction for repair. And so you can look at that in your own vessel. Okay, what do I need to deconstruct in order to reconstruct? What falsehoods do I need to undo in order to redo? Okay, that's going to help you align where you need to go, to your highest vibe, to your highest state of being right now. Okay, now some of the people who work with me, especially in my Alchemy Academy and all the workshops that I do, have become crystalline. What does that mean? Okay, like tomorrow we're doing a really cool Patreon healing where our Merkaba, if it's not already crystalline, because I know there's at least one in there that's not yet, it's going to become a crystalline Merkaba. Crystalline talks about the highest possible, there's like no toxins, there's no things that are muck that need to be removed anymore. It becomes a very high vibrational state. Okay, that's basically what crystalline talks about. The way I see it in my mind's eye when I do it, it does look crystalline. It's almost like see-through. It's very multi-dimensional. So our Merkaba tomorrow in Patreon is getting a major, major upgrade. If you want to join that, you have to join my Patreon. Okay, the highest tier, because we do monthly healings in there. Those will only be available right now to those individuals. That's not something I will share. However, to become crystalline is kind of where we want to go, to be 5 and 7D. Okay, it happens subconsciously. It happens sometimes without even being aware. Light healers, star seeds, have the capability of becoming that very quickly if they're not already. Okay. These are higher frequency things. All right. And so we've got to detox, you've got to heal your shadow, and you've got to clear some karma. It's not that difficult. It's just not something we've been doing our whole entire life, usually. Pay attention to the patterning in your life, okay? Pay attention to relationships that feel yucky, because we cannot stay in those, all right? So Spirit really wanted me to talk about that today because they're very, very, very important. I'll be doing a live on Facebook later, too, to talk more about it to those individuals on that page. But it's super important. Now, if you remember in the other recent video I did, Watch All Pyramid Activations, Colombia, Congo, Mount Kilimanjaro, and the White House Demolished, I talk about in there how, you know, the V did not come from, it didn't originate from China. You guys, it came from us in the British monarchy. And those individuals are starting to have uncomfortable occurrences occur to them. Bill Gates, for instance, in that video when I was activating the crystalline grid underneath the pyramids and clearing the White House, I mentioned that they had bunkers, that they cannot escape to those. I have blocked them, okay? Not only did I mention that, is they have to actually play out the suffrage in which they caused. That's why it's important to clear your karma. Okay, some of us have more karma than others, but we all have karma. We all have karma to clear at some point in time. It's super important to just set the intention. Spirit, show me my karma. Allow me to see my karma so that I may heal it. Okay? It can be as simple as, oops, I effed up. I'm so sorry I did that. Owning who you are, owning the things that we have done, and doing them differently. Okay? That's why it's super important. And it's another round wave of calling your power back right now. It is super important to call your power back right now. Okay? Super important, because each time we rise in frequency, you have to call your power back. If you don't know how to do that, I have a course on that. My courses that I do have rare guided meditations you won't find anywhere else. So they're not just courses, they're healing courses. So if you want access to those, I recommend them, because not only did I bring about the ascension, I'm here to help everybody heal. And if you're on it, then good for you, right? Like, you don't have to purchase those, but I'm just letting you know, for those that want them, they are there. Okay, and I'm very proud of the work that I've done. Very proud. Because I did it blindly, right? It was part of my awakening, and we did it. We made it. So I would definitely take a look at that. Now, yesterday I did a twin flame journey video, and it was very emotionally healing for me. My eyes are still swollen. And I did forget to mention a couple things. And so if you haven't watched that video, I encourage you to, even if you think you know my whole twin flame story and you've been here. I had new revelations in that I had to give out. And it was a little painful to do so, but it was so healing. I feel so released from that. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that. But when I had fought the fallen angels for a year for my DM, and it goes back to Adam and Eve, okay, please watch that video. The thing I forgot to mention is that I won his soul back, which is my soul, my twin flame. Twin flames of the highest tiers of any kind are the same soul split in two. Now, some of them are also soulmates, which means there's a part of a soulmate in there that is not your twin flame. Okay, that's my DM, and that was my old DM. There was kind of two half souls in there, right? One being the same as mine, the other being his personality, things like that. If that makes sense, I hope it does. So the coolest part about that I want to tell you is how Spirit worked through that, okay? Because I spent a whole year being attacked by fallen angels and bringing down Christ light, and this is why I took us into 7D, because I did it by myself. I cleared the collective and individual shadow. That includes addictions. I had to stand tall against all of that by myself because my DM wouldn't do it. And that is when I won his soul back. Granted, he had to make the same decisions along with me at that time frame to try to rise up out of that, and he did. Now, here's how they gave me his soul back. It's really cool, and it'll give you a little insight into how Spirit works. Okay? They gave me his soul back by, in a workshop that I did, all of a sudden they surprised me with a book. Okay? Spirit just gave me a book, and I opened the book, and a crow flew out. And I literally looked that up, and I even asked Spirit what that meant, and it was literally I won his soul back from the darkness. Okay? So I don't care how much darkness is residing or around. Through free will, you can do anything. All right? You guys are so ever loving powerful, and that's what they try to take away from you. Is the power that you have, that you are, that you can be, the power to create the reality that you wish to have. Okay? So even if you feel like, oh crap, I'm behind on healing, no. Just start today. Set the intention. Spirit, I want to heal these things. I want to receive these things. Okay? Show me what to do. And if they show you following me, then follow. If they show you doing specific things, do it without hesitation. But make sure it comes from your gut, that feeling in your heart or in your gut, and not just your mind. Because the only place darkness can really muck you up is in your head, not in your body. Full circle moment. That's why it's important to be detoxed. That's why it's important to be detoxed and clear of any toxins that keep you from receptivity. Because then you can't hear. Okay? And the way they got in is through addictions. And addictions don't just include drugs, do they? You can be addicted to sabotage. You can be addicted to fear. You can be addicted to judgment. You can be addicted to foods and to all these kinds of lower vibrational things that keep you out of the most important part. Okay? So just be very mindful of that. It is super, super, super important. Now, what's really funny is the other day I saw Russell Brand post a video of, it's proven that the V came out of Wuhan, China. And I'm like, be careful, because they're trying to push China being the culprit, but they didn't cause it. I guarantee you that. Okay. It was us and the British monarchy, and Bill Gates is a big owner in all of that. And then he did another video, and I went on there and tried to find it, where he said Bill Gates owns Wuhan Lab. And I'm like, thank you. So even Russell Brand is like waking up and rising and rising and rising. He still has a little bit of an ego, but he's one that I actually told my teenage son to follow. So, you know, the proof of everything that I'm saying is there if people would just watch the videos and take the time. But that's also an important key, is if you can't slow down and if you can't get grounded, that's how you will receive these. If you're not doing the healings with somebody and you're on your own doing the healings, then you need to make sure you're healing and releasing, and then also tuning into the earth and meditating to be able to be open to be receiving them. Okay? So not only is it important to ground yourself just to get through these changing times, it's important to be connected to that earth to receive them. By the way, when I activated 7D, I activated a new chakra system, and you should have access to earth star chakras now. Not just one, you should have at least two. Okay? We have all kinds of new chakras. Myself and my DM have over 1,000, and that's what they told us, because that's a direct descendant of God. People on earth will be able to rise up to 300. Okay? That's going up into 7D. Making sense now? This is why it's so important for you to take charge of your body, to understand what's going on, to take your power back and know how powerful and ever-loving creative you are and capable you are of doing anything you want to do. Okay? This is very important right now. Today is June 23rd of 23. That's a pretty cool number, by the way. And it's super important to understand these big waves coming in. They will either knock you off your feet or allow you to rise. Both are essential. And it will show you where you're at. So if you're having a hard time receiving them, if you feel like you're getting hit by a Mack truck and maybe you got the flu, right? There's somebody else I noticed on Facebook. She's called Temple of Balance. She's got the flu. And I'm like, nope, you're not able to receive. You've got toxins you need to detox, and you need to be able to receive. That is a very good precursor to understand, because we're not really meant to get sick. As we rise in vibration and we become crystalline, we don't really get sick too much anymore. If you keep eating the crap they feed you and keep your vibration low and a lot of lower substances in your system, then you become sick, okay? But sometimes when these waves come in and they hit you and you start to feel sick, it is simply because you have, it's trying to release these toxins out of your system. So there was a workshop I did. You can actually purchase it to get Christ Light, okay? And when we first did that one, everybody's like, oh my God, I have the flu. I feel like I got hit by a truck. It hurt. Why is that? Because Christ light is so pure, and it starts to push out all the muck in your body. Okay? It shows you what's blocking you from receptivity. So if you're feeling mucky, that's why. The moment you raise your vibration, you start to really release and rise. Everything is vibrational related. Okay? Everything is energy. Everything is vibrational related. Making sense so far? All right. And so remember 2 days ago I did the video Truth About the Ankh, the cross, and I had mentioned what happened to the submersible. Well, then it was proven what I said actually did happen. I had said it imploded, and of course that is what happened. So again, Spirit's trying to show everybody that everything I say is true. Okay? So make sure you're taking it. Make sure we can slow down and pay attention. There's details from the beginning of my videos to the end of my videos. And I'd say about 90% of people don't get them. And it's, it doesn't hurt me necessarily, but it can hurt you. If you found me, there's a reason. If you found me, there's an absolute reason. So all I ask is you just pay attention. Take notes, write things down, put it in your pocket if it doesn't make sense right away, because eventually it will. Okay? What else do I want to say here today? Because this is very important right now. So there's some big muck coming, Spirit is saying. Okay, big exposures are rising now if you're paying attention to the correct thing. Now, keep in mind they're going to try to keep pushing nastiness and falsehoods into your energy. So just pay very much so attention to what you're paying attention to. Okay? Oh, another video they want me to talk about, I saw Russell Brand post, is that aliens kill people. I have said many times over, we have never been alone. Your government is full of aliens, okay? They call those reptilians. Spirit actually showed me Biden's face coming off, and he's not like us, okay? And then when I cleared Mount Shasta, I've talked about those things, and there was a lot of souls trapped in there, and it was not a positive energetic space. It's exactly all that I've been telling you guys, okay? And so you can actually see what I was saying a long time ago, all the way up until just the other day when I was doing more pyramid activations. And now there's a big wave and that information coming through. If you watch what I do, you'll see that. Everybody always has. I remember when the twin flame journey was rising, people would send me messages and go, other people are seeing this. And I'm like, please don't do that, because that's my life. Like, it was emotionally painful. But my point is if you're paying attention, I will say things, I will do things, I will rise them out of the collective soul, and then a big wave of it will go across the star season light workers. Why is that? Everything I do is recorded in the Akashic records. It is all imprinted into the Earth's soul, because she's mine. She is. You can't activate pyramids. You can't move the equator line and do all this stuff if you're not a supreme being, if you're not connected to the earth in that way. That's why I'm here, okay? God made this earth for Adam and Eve. And then it just got thwarted and taken away. All right? Now, there's a reason that we came into this earth so densely, okay? For one, they lowered the vibration so high. But it also depicts free will, okay? In order to have all the information, it negates your free will. You make choices from free will, and that is the most powerful way to rise. That's how God works. The darkness takes away and manipulates your free will, causes you to not see clearly, causes you to not think clearly, to not be able to feel. And then you miss everything important. Now, these are very powerful waves of DNA, of love, of Christ light, okay? I will be doing a Hertz music on it. That way that will help you. So check out my Hertz music channel if you haven't already. I will be uploading that at some point today. I got to make it now. And I'm also doing a Shining Light video on the curious case of Natalia Grace, or Bennett Barnett. That one has just been popping in my radar. There's a few of them, so I got to catch back up on that. So you should be seeing that one coming soon too if you're involved in those channels. Okay? If you're curious about it, check out my channel and you can see those. They're all there for you. I really would encourage you guys to check out my courses, all right? Because they will teach you things and they will heal you into where you need to be. I have stepping stones through awakening. It is like a surgery where it completely cuts you off from third dimensional. I have guided meditations on my channel. Okay. Not only do they do that, they bring you into the new earth. So that's maybe why some of you have found me, because not only did I bring it about, I will help you ascend. Not just by talking to you. That's the ascension master part of me, right? The master healer, the ascension master, the divine guide. And I love how Spirit's just like putting things through and proving it so rapidly now for all of you. Where it used to be so much denser energy, those that follow me might notice this. I would say something before, and then it would take a while to come through. And people would get like, she don't know what she's talking about, right? Stupid psychics. And then, bam, eventually it'll be shown. Now it's like, boom, boom, boom. Literally, a couple days ago, I said the submersive was imploded. Then the next day, they said it was imploded. Recently, I said Bill Gates owns that V. The thing came from us and the British Columbia, British monarchy. And then all of a sudden, Russell Brand is like, nope, he owns Wuhan. But I looked for that video. I don't know if they shut that video down. I don't know. You guys, these are incredible moments. These are incredible things coming through. And the power is in you. So just make the choice. It's totally up to you. Pay attention to how your body's feeling because it's telling you something. Okay? Either you've got releasing to do or you are rising. Either way, it's telling you you can rise. Okay? So if all of a sudden you feel like you got sick, that's a good thing too, even though it may not feel like it. That means that you can clear it and you can heal it and you can get those DNA activations. Right? Making descents now. There was also a workshop I did a while ago where I undid all of those viruses out of the wall of the earth, okay, out of the collective soul. I undid them through codes and all these things, so that shows you this programming, right? Major programming, the false matrix. Get ready to watch it implode. The false matrix is about to, they're saying explode. And I love how I cut off their bunkers. They cannot escape. Nobody can escape. That's God. Okay? You cannot escape the karma in which we created. Judgment Day is not about God judging you. It's about you reaping what you sow. What have you done in your lifetimes? What is it time for you to play out? Right? Cautionary tale was my DM who died. Not my new one. He's so beautiful. And by the way, he's just fine. I hope he's fine. I'd love to heal him. But he's still there. Okay? I got a beautiful song from him today. And I felt a little love from him. So he's still around. And we shall see. So much love to all of you. If you are on a twin flame journey, please don't think about your twin flame. Do your best to heal you. Undo your masks. Because as you do that, your twin flame also does that. Okay? Remember, as twin flames, it's a repellent. There's always a runner and a chaser. You have to undo that cycle. That's stage 1 of reunion with your twin soul. Undo the cycle of the runner and the chaser. Stop chasing. And they can't run. Go inward and heal you. Okay? That's how you do it. Go inward and heal you. And then you can open up to your heart center, raise your vibration, and start being in balance from your heart center. That's where you unite with your twin souls. That's when you're in love with yourself. Like me, again, I've been trying harder. I rose, I've been working out, I started losing some of that swelling. Can you tell? Because when my first DM died, and it was so hard, right? And then I ended up even eating like a lot of crap and stuff. And I was like, ooh. And so I've been purging. I got some like this chlorophyll, I think it is, and I love it. Like it's green and it has peppermint oil in it. And I just love it. Like my skin is starting to look better. I'm starting to feel better. My tummy's starting to feel better. Celery water. I've been doing all kinds of things. And I would recommend you guys do the same. Okay? Happy freaking Friday. So much love to all of you. Whenever you receive this, it's timeless for you. There's messages in here for everybody. How do you receive the DNA? You must heal enough to do so. You must also be able to tune into the earth if you're doing it on your own. If you go to a healer like me, I do everything, okay? I can actually do everything for you. It's just showing up. But It's either showing up for somebody else to help you or showing up for yourself. And again, the choice is yours, my friends. But there's so much beauty and grace in this, okay? Some of us are going to experience destruction. We all have to witness it to a degree, while others are going to experience a lot of joy and euphoric and rising, okay? Those who are suffering shall suffer no more, and those who are causing the suffering will see what they've done and feel every bit of what they've done. Welcome. So much love to all of you. Have a very beautiful day. And I hope you make love to yourself today, in every way and in every day. Oh, don't ever take offense to that. That's a beautiful thing. That doesn't just mean sexual, you guys. Okay? If your mind went there, that's okay. Take it out of the gutter a little bit. And making love to yourself is what? What does that mean for you? Let's define that. Let's redefine that. All right? Till next time. I'll see you guys later. You're right where you're meant to be, by the way. So check things out. Take the time. Don't run off of judgment, because that doesn't help you at all. If you come here and you have judgment, be very careful, because that is not of God. Judgment is not of God. Fear is not of God. And neither are illnesses. See you guys next time.